Hold on. If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. We have 3 different monopolies today. So, the Empire, I've never seen. Electronic banking, we've done recently. I'll do it again. And Monopoly voice banking, which I've never heard of. And I grabbed these all $2 each. So let's dig in. All right, first up, we got electronic banking. Did one of these a few videos ago. So what we're looking for here with this is the tokens, the cards, and we want the electronic banking unit itself to work. Did one, I still got it next to me, so I haven't sold that one yet. But they're generally good sellers. Nothing in there, that's kind of weird. So with this one, hotels and houses, I don't do anything with. Board's nothing special. It's in good shape, but I never sell these complete. We got some scratch paper. It's weird because it's electronic banking, but whatever. Play it however you want. That kind of bodes poorly for the banking unit then, now that I think about it. In my last video, I had to fix a badly broken toy. So hopefully we don't repeat that. We've got 5 cards. Should be 6. Houses and hotels, I don't do anything with. A chance community chest and property cards on this, I don't do anything with. Just because they don't move, like, at all. Just going through to see if I can find the missing bank card. It's not in the bottom of the box. That's not great. Hopefully we have the tokens. I think I've sold those out of the last one of these I did already. Should be 6. We got the skateboard, the cheeseburger, the flip phone, the jet, F1 car, and the rollerblade. Yeah, we're missing a card. That's terrible. Well, what we can do about that stuff. At $2 a pop, the tokens paid for the box. I'm not super concerned with any of that. That's why we do this. So I think you have to put a card in this one to get it to work anyways. Nothing. See if it even has batteries. It has spotting, like it's been somewhere wet, which is not a good sign. Oh, okay, so they pulled the batteries, but you can see how green that is. I'm guessing they were writing stuff down because they pulled the batteries, couldn't get it to work because they didn't clean it, and I just decided to play it regular way, and then they ditched it. So let's see if I can get this with just a little toothbrush action. Honestly, if this doesn't work, I'm probably not going to bother fixing it because I do have some of these. I don't know how many. Now might be a good time to take inventory, and then we kind of adjust how we purchase. The one constant with Monopoly is the money. Money always sells. But these banking units, I do have some. I couldn't tell you how many. I don't like how that felt going in. Was indeed the issue. I think just for sake of completion, I'm gonna grab my vinegar and we are gonna fix this. All right, so we're back with everything we need. If you don't know how to fix battery operated toys that are corroded, real quick, like, you need a small flathead screwdriver, you need a toothbrush, you need Q-tips, and you need some kind of vinegar. Really doesn't matter what, they're all the same effectively. The first step is you want to clean off as much of the hard battery deposit, the corrosion, as you can with the flathead on the flat bits. You do have to be careful not to break this spring part. This isn't actually that bad. I have plenty of faith we'll get this up and running. You use your toothbrush, kind of get all the crumbs out, and I only need vinegar really on one spot. This is the one spot where the battery blew up. So you take your vinegar and your Q-tip, and you get like an actual amount on there where it's bathing. Let's see if we can hear this. I don't know if that came out, but it's sizzling as the acid eats the alkaline. It makes some noise. You could do the whole thing if you want, doesn't really matter. I'm not getting any sound from the rest of it, so it's really just that one bit on the spring here. So let that work, and then I use the other side of the Q-tip to kind of soak up all the crap that just got released. You can see it's like kind of blue. And you can do that as many times as you need to. The last toy, I think I had to do 3 like sets of this before it actually started working. So I'll try again. And there we go. It booped. We are working. So that's all it was. Just a little bit. I only do this if it's something I know is fairly valuable, because otherwise it's kind of not worth the time, honestly, even though it took, what, 3 minutes of my life, but still. All right. Brief pause to get rid of this stuff. I was talking about going over what I have in inventory. Just every once in a while, I put a vague term into my active listings so I can kind of just look at stuff. So what I have, and this is listed in order of age. So what I have is the hotels houses from Ultimate Banking, and that is for sale. It has been for sale for 500 days, and I have 0 views, 0 watchers. So I am going to end listing and get rid of it. Next time I'm in there, I'm just going to toss it out. Because obviously nobody wants it. All right, next we have electronic banking, all 6 tokens, race car, airplane, and that's this set. I have these for sale for $8. They've been up for 8 months, 4 views. So I'm going to change it. Now we have another set to add quantity 2. Now I'm not going to do anything with that. That's not terrible. It's not great that it's been sitting there that long, but I have sold other sets in that amount of time. I know that. It only takes one person looking to buy. I can't lower the price realistically. I could go to 7, but I'm not going to. So we added another quantity. If I get this again and I don't have any real views, then I might lower the price at that point. But So we've adjusted that. We have Monopoly Here and Now Replacement Banking Unit. $14, no views, no watchers, and that's also 8 months old. So I am going to lower the price on that because it's at $14, and I'm going to go to 12. And then we'll see if we pick up views. Now, eBay will give you a price range for that item. It's not terribly accurate, unfortunately. It's kind of lumping a lot of things together, and it doesn't necessarily work. But we've lowered that by $2. We have a different Ultimate Banking Unit, missing 2 cards. We have Monopoly Junior Electronic Banking Unit. That has 6 views. I just put that up 50 days ago. So we're going to leave that alone. Oh, the Ultimate Banking Unit is $12. No views, but it's only 80 days old. I'm going to leave that for now. The one I just did 11 days ago has 11 views and 1 watcher at $12 with all the cards. And this unit, I don't have any for sale because I've sold all of them. Now, if I go to orders, I can look and see when that sold because I honestly don't remember. And this will tell me all the Monopoly banking I've sold in the last 3 months, which is none. So at some point I sold it. I don't know. Oh my god, I just dipped below 1,000 active items for the first time in a very long time. Which is good. I've been selling a lot of stuff lately and not adding as much. So, this unit with 5 cards versus the 6, I will list for $10. Because the other prices, those are all sitting there at 12. This one has a detracting feature, which honestly most people don't have that many friends to play with at this point in our lives, because adulthood. But we got it working. We'll have it for 12, and we'll see if it moves. And that gives us an idea. We might have to lower it to 10. Either way, this set, once it sells, pays for the box, or this set pays for everything I bought. At $2, you have very little exposure on this. All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, so we got Monopoly Empire. I've heard of. I'm not sure I've seen it. I may have passed on it in the past. Oh, okay. So this has money. With 3 styles of Monopoly money. I just packed one up, actually. It was my last one of the first style. So this is the middle style. It says Monopoly and it'll have writing. That is what they released in the 80s up to like 2000s. Before this, it had no writing at all. That's what I call vintage. I just sold my last pack of that. And then this is the modern style. The difference is the color scheme. They made the 50s purple. And vaguely changed the color scheme, but not too much. So those are the 3 I run. I have a constant listing of all of these. I just add to it as we go. I'm always selling Monopoly money. Oh yeah, forgot to do profit. So let's see. We're at 3. There we go. So the last one paid for itself. So we have, and again, I'm not going to bother doing this as a game. I don't think it would sell. There's actually a very particular Monopoly to sell. Today I ran into a Monopoly It from the movie. That one actually sells okay. But at the price point they wanted it at, I can't pick it up for it. This has these weird boards. Towers, I guess. Chance Community Chest, a black die with gold dots. Tokens we got here. We're up to 3. I'm guessing it's a 4-player game because there's only 4 of those. So, and there's a bunch of stuff under this. It's like little ads. JetBlue, Xbox. I wonder if it'll date itself with any of these. Samsung, JetBlue, Xbox, X Games. I don't know if that's still around necessarily. Coca-Cola. Under Armour. So Under Armour was huge. 2013-ish. Hasbro, they threw themselves in their own game. Nestle. One on the floor. We got Transformers. Spotify. We don't have anything that really narrows it down to a specific time frame yet. I don't even know what that is. It's like a little city. Somebody's logo. So hopefully we got... Oh, nice. Some more tokens in here. I'm definitely missing stuff because I have 5 tokens. I'm invested in finding out when this game was made by the pieces. Created a brain teaser puzzle for myself in this regard. Okay, the power plant. That's not really a thing. Paramount. Intel. Fender guitar. Ducati. I think that's a car. Nerf. That's pretty timeless. Oops. EA, the gaming company. Carnival Cruise. McDonald's. Chevy. Yahoo. This is definitely dated now. No one has given a flying fuck about Yahoo in quite a long time. Beats by Dre. Oh, man. I'm going to guess this is from 2008. We can all be happy for me if I'm right. 2013. That Yahoo just does not fit. Oh well. It's only off by quite a bit. Anyways, so yeah, missing parts. Presumably. This says 2 to 4 players. It says 6 tokens. So I'm missing one of the gold tokens. That's too bad. No, the dice don't sell because they've used them in other games. We're going to have to dig into this. At worst, I got my money. And that's why I do this at $2. I know the money was my break even. So we're going to look up Monopoly Empire. Alright. 571 Monopoly Empire. And just for the sell-through, 213. It's actually really high, but some of these are brand new. And we're just looking for parts at the moment. So I wonder if these towers will go, if these ships will go. So far, I'm seeing really nothing. Alright, so we got all the tokens plus the dice. Somebody sold that. These for 99 cents and free shipping. Brilliant. Why did you do that? They just spent $5. We get the money. Not even all of it. I don't quite understand that. Oh, this is weird. This is all of it. They don't even have the smaller denominations in this. So the money is not even useful. Damn it. Oh no. That's quite disappointing. Okay. I didn't even realize in searching for the other token, the money is very specific to this. These chips, or tiles rather. So there's bits and bobs for sale. The fries. So I got the tokens and they're unique, so I can sell them. It's the French fries that's missing. Figures that look like the only one that was selling. So we got a car, a motorcycle, an Xbox controller, a Coke bottle, and the Paramount Pictures snappy thing, whatever that is. So we'll see how many chips are for sale, how many pieces are for sale. So there's a lot of pieces, but they're not selling. So I need to undercut everybody here, which is going to be really tough. Oh, the pieces have changed over the years. That makes it actually easier. And the dice have changed. Not going to bother with the dice. Yeah, way too many pieces. Honestly, I think I'm just going to toss most of this, and I'm going to save this because it is the same money as the other games, I believe. So if I ever need to flesh out a pack for some reason, it doesn't look quite right. So this is the older one. So if a game is too heavy, I pull some out so I can kind of like fluff another pack if I have to, if I have enough damage. Yeah, we'll throw it in here, whatever. And this is my random like tokens and stuff hoard. Yeah, unfortunately that Empires is a lot. And now I know, and I probably won't ever buy another one. So we'll get that out of the way. Now, the thing is, there's so many monopolies. It's really kind of hard to keep track of what doesn't have value and what does. So we're looking at our last one, which is voice banking. So I've never heard of this, and it actually was selling as a game. I don't think there's any way that this is complete, and I'm actually not even convinced the entire apparatus is in here, because it's supposed to peek out of the box, which kind of makes it seem like it would be really hard to store. There is some big heavy thing in the middle. Okay, so we got our apparatus. Oh, this was never played. At least not conventional. So we have the rim. We have the talking unit. The hotels and houses are still sealed. The community chest, or whatever these are, cards are still sealed. The dice and the tokens are still sealed. We have some explanations as to how to use the banking unit. Very tiny board. It's kind of weird. Is this missing stuff? Yeah, it has like 2 less properties per line. Instructions on how to do this. So, first of all, we got to see if this unit works. And this is actually in phenomenal shape to sell. And I hate selling these as is, but the fact is, the stuff is wrapped up still. This is just a very short game. So what it includes, the Top Hat banking unit, 4 tokens, which we have, 16 title deed cards, and a get out of jail free card. So that's actually all that's in here. 4 reference cards, which are right here. 4 houses, 12 hotels. Or sorry, 8 houses, 12 hotels. We got 2 dice. So the game is complete. All right.
Welcome, future millionaires. Press your tokens button to join the game, and I'll put 1,500 Monopoly dollars in your account.
Interesting. Okay, well, it works. So now we gotta look this up, and we gotta decide what we're gonna do with it, because it's actually in shape to be sold as a board game. And when I looked this up in the store, it actually was selling pretty well. Now, the cool thing is, this would be pretty easy for younger kids to play, because you talk to the thing. I'm stealing the batteries, but because you don't want them to blow up if this does sit in storage. And I use batteries a lot. All right. So we're going to look up this game and see if basically new in box is going to do anything. We got Monopoly, voice banking. 164. I think there's only one edition because it's from 2018. And our sell-through is 55, which is pretty high for Monopoly, honestly. So we got a pre-owned for 30 bucks. Brand new. So, you know, I get concerned when I see nothing but brand new, but this is kind of a good mix, even though the pricing's odd. And I can call this like sealed parts. The box is not sealed, but we have some parts that went. Do I want to hang on to it is the thing. So we're going to have to look at it, sort of sit there. Now, I'm not seeing any of these hats going. Now, the thing is, this is new. So these things may not have had time to blow up yet. So we get other units. We had 0 of the hats for sale. Now, anybody selling? We got parts. Okay, now we have the units. Replacement voice banker, and this is at pretty much the price point I would put it at. Sealed cards. And we're seeing the pricing is actually quite low. Board only, but this is the whole game for 16. So my rule on board games is I have to make 5 times what I spent on it. So if I'm not seeing like 10 plus shipping and it's moving, I'm not going to do it. And this looks like I would be on the higher end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to What we're going to do is sell the parts as a bundle. Because we got the voice unit for sale, we have some of the parts for sale, and everybody's asking an awful lot. So if I do the whole thing, I have more of a chance of selling, even though we haven't seen any of these units go yet. We have, these unique hotels, houses, unique tokens, dice, and properties. And just to recover what I put into it, I'm going to do this. And we'll sell it for $10. So if you are just looking for the hat, I am the cheapest guy out there. And it comes with stuff. So I'm more inclined to sell. I think it'll happen. So I'm going to adjust this. And there we go. Not a great day. Unfortunately, we had some losses there, but that's life. And we learned, right? So we now know don't pick up Monopoly Empire. We'll see how this goes, and that'll be a test. Electronic banking, that's a safe one. That shouldn't move. And we get to look at some of my listings and make some adjustments on that end. So I think it was all right. So if you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.